All right, everyone, here we go. This is take two. I said Mercury into Venus on take one. Okay, take two. This is an all signs reading. Doesn't matter what your sign is, a straight up energy reading from Mercury in Virgo. Okay, and this is quite an energy, and I think it's part of the reason why some of the monthly readings I did the other day came out the way they did. You ever heard the saying, walk softly and carry a big stick? It's kind of a saying we have. This energy is a little different, puts a little twist on it. It's speak confidently and carry a big stick. It's a bit of that. So I'm going to tell you here, okay, this is speaking confidently with intent kind of energy. I'm going to tell you guys, since you're here, the runners aren't here, but this is the kind of energy where if you're normally quite passive and let things go, because of the surrounding energies around it, you will tell people to fuck off. You really will. So keep that in mind. All right, keep that big stick that you're also carrying in mind and use it wisely. That said, it's about speaking confidently, and we've seen the Strength card come up a lot lately. And I know the energy has confidence, and my pre-shuffle kind of backs this up. We'll talk about it. It's a general reading. May or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, or you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. You're all moving at different speeds on your timeline. But this is a pretty important element, adding to things here within this energy, within all the surrounding energies. And hopefully you watched the August readings, including the overview, and hopefully you read my write-up on August at sltblog.com, so you kind of know the gist anyway of the month and what's going on here. Here in the pre-shuffle on the surface, I asked the universe, give me the soulmate cycle with the influence of Mercury and Virgo. You know, adding that to it, adding that ingredient to our mixing bowl. What do we get? Well, on the runner's side, I'm reading the incoming energy. We get the Eight of Pentacles crossed by the Death card. This is a card of the worker, right? There's a lot of intent here. This is working toward change, doing something to get something done, once and for all kind of energy. And you'll see why when you see what's bookending this. There's a lot of confidence to it. But underneath that is the King of Pentacles crossed by the Moon. Again, getting over some fears here, just stabilizing. Just is a very matter-of-fact kind of energy here. You go talk to the King of Pentacles, you get an answer. You get a very matter-of-fact, very practical, very straightforward, very stable energy. None of this is having an effect. There's no fear here because the Magician is here bookending the Eight of Pentacles. And it's about getting things done with the intent, as I said, to create change, okay, of some kind. There's a lot of change in the energy right now. A lot. You're probably seeing it in your horoscopes. It wouldn't surprise me, depending on where you go, if you go somewhere good. There's a lot of change. It's a whole lot of, you know, just let's get on with it kind of a thing. And that energy's here. Absolutely. This is one of the nicest Eight of Pentacles I've ever pulled in the soulmate cycle. Sometimes this is them avoiding things or, you know, whatever. In this case, no. It's putting in the work to get some change done. And there's no fear with it. There's no nothing. All right, so let's see where we go. Speak confidently and carry a big stick energy. That carry a big stick part is worth keeping in mind. That comes from some of the other surrounding energies. The speak confidently comes from Mercury and Virgo. But some of the other surrounding energies, you know. All right, let's go. They're making that stick extra big. All right, so maybe, I don't know how that plays out with a conversation you might have with one of these runners. I mean, this should be a reading about communication, without a doubt. But I'm not sure. It might start a fight. I have no idea. We'll find out. This first card out's before the cut. It's why the fuck are we here? So why the fuck are we here? I don't know. Let's find out. Six of Pentacles. Yeah. It's funny. I often say when I pull this, somebody's coming to give to the connection. That's not really what I get here. I get a very stable energy. Someone knows what they want to say, right? They know what they want to do. Like sometimes this is somebody on the card giving to like little homeless children or something like that. They know how much they can give, right? When people donate to charity, they have an amount in mind. They don't go over it. It's that kind of thing. It's that kind of feel. All right, what's going on? What comes after the cut? I don't know. Let's find out. Yeah, they're coming. I can add they're coming. It's the Knight of Cups. And they know exactly what they want to say under this energy. Exactly. But the problem with that, Okay? Let me tell you what the problem with knowing exactly what you want to say is. Like you have a script you've written and rehearsed it. Scripts are great if you're in a play, a TV show, a movie, whatever. Scripts are wonderful, but they don't work in the real world. The real world, a little bit more life comes at you. All right? So keep that in mind. You know, they could get a little frazzled when your reaction isn't what they expected, for example. Who knows? Right? All right. We can't make scripts for life. It's unscripted. It really is. All right, let's go. Life is a real reality show. Not like the ones you watch on TV, which are fucking bullshit. But let's go. Let's shuffle the deck. Give me a reading. Give me the influence of Mercury in Virgo. Or as I said on take one, Mercury in Venus. Mercury in Virgo. Give me the influence of Mercury in Virgo on the soulmate cycle here. Let's do it. Give me a reading, universe. Let's go. Wow. This is I've never seen the deck shuffle so clean. It's just cleanly shuffling. Very, very scripted. Okay? Page of Swords is the overall energy here. Yeah. We could get a little, I think there's communication with this. I know there is. There has to be. Yep. Page of Wands. Yep. Communication. Right? But it's scripted. I get it from the cut cards. There's disappointment here with this energy. Right? Because things aren't going to go as planned. Just like when your kids. This is my little explorer page. Right? That little boy in the Witch's Tarot. I always say they're brave. They try things. Things never go as planned. I told the story once, my friends and I, when we were little kids, decided we were going to build an underground fort. I don't know, maybe we were channeling our inner Nazi. I have no idea. But we were going to build an underground fort, dig a hole, and go in, and we were going to have tunnels and all that stuff. My father came out and looked at that. He put a stop to that immediately. Are you kids fucking crazy? No, come fill that in, right? Like that. Things don't go as planned. We had cave-ins, we had whatever. It's a bit of that. It's a bit of they're trying to build some kind of ridiculous thing here. It's very scripted. There's an energy of disappointment here. There's an energy of somebody who feels small. I think they get kicked back by your reaction. I think we have a strong element, and I felt it, of communication here. But I think they get kicked down a notch when things don't go according to the script, right? And that can be a very Virgo energy too. Virgos tend to think about things, plan things out. They do their research, right? You know, if a Virgo is going to buy a car, there's whiteboards, there's lines here. Well, this one costs this, and then you do the research and you look at the JD Power this and all that, you know, all that kind of stuff, right? It's a bit of that. I'm just trying to explain the energy to you. You know, that's all. All right, well, reading's on the flip. Things are not, you know, that's where their confidence is coming from, that they know what they want to say. Okay? Confident. But you can't be confident in a script, with a script in real life. Right? Wow. Okay. Right here, energy around your connection. Right here's how they're behaving in the 3D. Right here's their soul. Right here's the hidden energy, message from the universe, read with the energy of your connection. And right here's potential final outcome. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. Nobody can. I'm going to throw some clarifying cards, some universe cards at the end. And you bet your sweet asses I'm going to extend this one. I am, because this is it. I'm curious now. I almost want to try and read their script. All right, let's see. I would advise against that. I just like to wing things, you know, especially when it comes to love. It's a leap of faith anyway. Just wing it. Have an idea of what you want to say, but don't be rigid within that idea. Be able to kind of move like water. It's always the key to not being disappointed. All right. Energy around your connection right now. What is it? Yeah, 10 wands. It's a lot of pressure here. Yeah, it's a real pressure cooker, but it's dominating on one side only. And I'm not saying you're not thinking about it. Of course you are. You're here. But on one side, the incoming energy that I'm reading, which is typically the runner, I'm pretty good about splitting the polarities. Not perfect, but I'm pretty good. It's dominating their thoughts. And when that happens, when you're trying to write a script and figure out everything you're going to say, it creates a lot of pressure. There's a lot of pressure here. Think about someone who's about to do a play or something. They're rehearsing their lines. They're always a little stressed out. I know a lot of you don't have a lot of experience. I used to date an actress, and I know if I ever bothered her when she was learning her lines, I got something chucked at me. I know, you don't want to interrupt. I was right in the middle of that. Right? Okay. I mean, I don't react that way if somebody bothers me about in the middle of a reading here. I don't care. You know, people pop in all the time. I just usually kind of go quiet for a minute and say, get the fuck out, you know, kind of a thing. But yeah, that's kind of what's going on here. It's like somebody rehearsing their lines a little bit, what it feels like, what they want to say, getting it straight, how they're behaving in the 3D. Six of Wands. Yeah, they feel pretty good about what they're putting together. I get it. It's victory after a long battle type energy off of this. I think it's been a long. I think they've done this a lot. I think they've been at this point many times. But with Mercury in Virgo, with the surrounding energies, I think much like what the magician might tell me from the pre-shuffle, I think they feel like they can do it this time. I think they feel pretty good about what they want to do. Okay, all right. Soul energy, bookending the 10 of Wands. Judgment. Yep, soul's on board. So God, source, the universe, everybody behind them. There's a lot of confidence here. I feel like this is going to be victorious. I mean, I'm just trying to paraphrase the energy for you. I'm not being literal. But, you know, again, you can see the victory here down the middle, how they're behaving in the 3D. Yeah, they feel pretty good about this. They feel like this is something, I got this. This is communication. They are nervous about it, right? Multiple birds in the air means somebody nervous when I'm drawn to that. Right? It's very nervous about the communication. Sure, like an actor rehearsing the lines before they go out. It's like an intense thing. But they feel pretty good. They feel like they got this. Which is funny because our overall energy is they're a little bit disappointed when they do communicate, when they take that chance and do that adventure. Just like me and my friends building that underground fort. And we were very disappointed when my father said, knock it off. All right. Hidden energy. Message from the universe, red with 10 wands. We really thought that was a good idea. I wouldn't be here right now if my father hadn't come out. The devil, the goat with its feet on fire. Yeah, I told you, one side, very heavy in the thought process here, very deep in rehearsing the lines. It's an obsession energy, that's what it is. And it's not really the devil tries to generate fears. It's generating fears in a sense of nervousness, okay? And nervousness is, if you're nervous, that's a mild devil energy. You got no reason to fear anything in life. And it's not that they're even afraid of it. You know, it's just a nervous tension / obsession. We'll see what happens here. Some of their hang-ups are in there. That's probably why. What's the potential final outcome? Red with 6 wands. They're pretty sure they can pull this off. It's red with 6 wands. They feel good about it. Soul's on board. God, source, the universe itself is right there. That energy's flowing over here. That feels what they have to say, and there is communication all through this. They feel righteous here. Okay? Feel like this is going to be good. We're going to get a victory after a long time. Okay. Justice. Yeah. They feel like they can do it. Yeah, that's, again, the black cat and the white cat are about to have a conversation in the context of this reading. All right? I think they're going to be, I'm just going to say it. It's fine. If this is how it has to play out for whoever this resonates with, that's fine. But I will tell you, with the benefit of life experience and scripting things out, things never go according to plan. Right? Oh, it never does. And that's what makes life interesting, as far as I'm concerned. Hell, it's what makes movies interesting. Right? Chevy Chase's Vacation, I always say. He planned the whole thing out at the beginning of the movie. Had the whole thing planned out. Didn't have anything on his list about Aunt Edna on the roof, dead, somewhere in Arizona. He didn't have any of that on there. I mean, that's life in an exaggerated way. That's what makes comedy funny. Comedy is rooted in reality. It has to be. You just exaggerate it, and that's what makes it funny. It's a classic thing here. I mean, I have to kind of chuckle because it's not going to go according to plan. Yeah. All right. Let's go. There doesn't even appear to be a consideration of that here. Okay. What's going on with the, because devil energy, one of the layers of energy attached to this energy will convince you of things. This is the energy that convinces you to have one more drink. Oh, go ahead, have another smoke. You could just have one a day. You don't have to actually quit. You know, that kind of bullshit. Right? It's the kind of energy that convinces you of all kinds of things. And yeah, they got themselves convinced that this is fine. They're overthinking it. They're rehearsing it. Everything's going to be good. I got God, source, the universe behind me. My soul's awake. Yeah. They're no more nervous than an actor would be before a performance. It's not enough to stop them. They're not going to run home crying. But Okay, fine. Let's clarify. Let's go. Let's talk to the witches. Let's do it. 10 of Wands. Right here, the energy of your connection. Let's go. Scripting this out. I know what I want to say. I'm going to say this, this, and this. Oh, yeah. Good luck with that. Okay. You can't account for everything that somebody is going to say back to you. That's the problem with scripting something out. You can't account for everything. And the universe often, the energy around us has a funny way of giving us the things we didn't account for. 10 of Wands. Why is it here? Okay. Yep. This is funny. 7 of Swords. It's everything I just said. Somebody here is fooling themselves a little bit. Fooling themselves. There's just, I don't know if it's the devil adding to this, because this is mild devil energy. What's under this? Yeah, the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. They're just, it's a reliable energy. It's sort of like, if I was to describe this energy, it's sort of like Old Faithful, right? The geyser up at Yellowstone. They call it Old Faithful for a reason. There it is. You know, well, you can predict what time it's going to pop off, right? It's like this person's going to fall back on old ways no matter what the script is. All right, there's always going to be a little bit of bullshit. I said, and I did rewind, some of their hang-ups are attached to this. And this is read with this, okay? They are who they are, right? Like old John Prine sang a long time ago in his song, Dear Abby. In his response from Abby in the song lyrics. He's saying, we are who we are, we ain't who we ain't. You know, it's just the way it is. I mean, it's not proper English, but it's just the way it is. What's on top? 10 swords. 2 10s on top. Why is the 10 of Wands here? 10 swords. They feel, why are they doing this? Why are you so heavy on their mind right now? I'll phrase it that way. Because they feel like it's over. Yeah, well, a lot of the runners right now, we had the 10 swords a lot in the Zodiac fly-through for August. Something about August is making these runners feel like it's now or never, do or die kind of thing. There's an urgency here in some way. It's not over, I can tell you that. Whenever I'm drawn to the owl, it means that thing's not completely dead. But, all right, why is the 10 of swords here? Yeah, I told you it's not over. And they're just taking the leap of faith. They have to go for it. The confidence is there to go for it because they feel like it might be over. Actually, what's happening is a new beginning. 10s are the end dead end that lead to a new beginning. And a lot of times, if you have 2 10s right on top of each other, it cancels out the 10 aspect, and you just jump right to an ace, for example, a new beginning. Well, in this case, it gave us something bigger than an ace. Major Arcana, 0 card, Fool. Yeah, it's not over at all. In fact, something's about to happen here. Okay? And we already know. We've been talking about it. You're about to get a scripted performance. And they, again, okay. 6 of Wands. Well, a lot of confidence here. When I say it's a victory after a long battle energy, sometimes I mean that image that's usually on this card of that cocky son of a bitch riding back into town, taking all the accolades, right? Like that. It's a bit of that, okay? What's going on? Yeah, you feel like this is going to work, huh? You feel like a script is going to work here. Okay. Keep in mind, what I would tell the runner is keep in mind that this energy of Mercury and Virgo is affecting the DF side too. So again, they're carrying a big stick. And I already warned you guys about that in the beginning. I said, keep in mind, there's a big stick that comes with this. So this is the kind of energy where if you normally just let things roll off your back, you will turn and you will say, fuck you, motherfucker. You will tell someone to fuck off. And you got to be careful in this world who you do that to. It's always best to turn the other cheek and let things roll off your back. You never know who you're telling to fuck off, Especially if you live like where I do here in LA. My wife has a tendency to honk her horn at people. And I'm thinking to myself, you don't know who you're honking your horn at. Some son of a bitch going to slam on the brakes, get out of his car with a 12 gauge or a 45 and come right up to your head with it. You got to be careful. Unless you know exactly who you're telling to fuck off, don't tell people to fuck off. Keep that big stick close to you and on the ground. I tell you. Because everybody is carrying one. So they'll fight back, is what I'm trying to say. It is strangely, because of the surrounding energies, a volatile energy, having Mercury and Virgo right now. It is. What's going on here? Six of Wands. I'm still shuffling. I'm telling stories about 12 gauges. Hey, it's good. It's good life advice. A lot of people do that, you know. These days, you got to be careful. Everybody on edge. All right. We living on the edge, as Aerosmith once sang. All right, let's go. Four of Pentacles is the environmental energy around it. Why do they feel victorious? Why do they feel like their script will work? Because their script says everything that they want to say. They're holding back a lot. And that too came up in the August readings. They're holding back a lot. Of course they're confident in this script, in what they want to say, because it's everything that they feel comfortable saying. They are holding back some things. And that's part of the hang-ups that are here with the devil. And that's just going to make for a very interesting extended, or maybe a final outcome here. Who knows? What's going on? What's on top? That's why they might be disappointed by your reaction, because you got that big stick. You're like, you haven't told me anything. How many readings did we get? At least 3 out of the zodiac came up with final outcomes of somebody communicating but not saying anything, right? No, or not saying anything enough. What's on top? The Chariot. Yep, they're determined. There's a lot of determination here. Yep. Yep. There's a divine masculine driving these very controlled horses. These are well-trained horses right here. Scripted horses. Okay, why is the Chariot here? The Tower. Yeah, the Tower. Somebody wants to start something new. Yep. Again, I get a layer of energy where they're thwarted. The Tower falls on their head. Yeah, that's there. But the primary energy here is somebody's intentions are good. Somebody's intentions are to tear down what was and rebuild. They're just scripting it out because they can only say what they're comfortable with. The rest gets held back. Out of fear, of course, but I have to take that fear, which is devil energy, and equate it over here. So we'll see what happens when we get there. But first, we got to pull on Judgment here. The soul's on board. It is. This person is rising up in this energy, acting out of character. Whenever we have judgment in a soul position in my reading, you can always assume somebody's acting out of character in most contexts, and this is definitely one of them. All right. What's going on? Acting different from the way they normally would. You know, it's a bit of a phoenix rising type thing. It's a lot of confidence here. I get it. Of course they're confident. It's scripted. You know, it's... And I'm not saying, don't take that literally, that they're writing down a script. They're just working out what they're going to say and what they won't say in advance. It could be as simple as that, right? All right. Why is the Judgment here? And in fact, I Freudian slipped when I pulled that, right? When I looked under the Page of Swords, I called that the Page of Pentacles. I Freudian slipped. Page of Pentacles is someone who's worried about everything they're going to say and scripting things out a little bit, right? So, yeah. All right. Judgment. My friends and I did have a plan. We mapped out our underground fort. We did have it all written out, you know. It just didn't go according to plan, that's all. All right. Judgment. Yeah, there's a lot of confidence here. King of Wands in the soul is fucking... Again, it's Burger King. It's everything I've said. The energy flows from here to here. Got to have it their way. They're confident because they're doing it their way. Okay? That's all. It's simple. What's on top? The Hierophant. Yeah, the soul's awake. It's on board. Somebody here wants to enact long-term change. I see that over here with the Tower. Energy flows from here to here. I see it. Okay. Okay, fine. If your person's married or in a relationship with somebody else, they're making some changes. Okay, they're making some changes. I can say that based on how the energy flows from here to here. I don't know what. I'm just mentioning it. I don't have any detail on that yet. Hierophant, why is it here? King of Swords. What did I just say? What did I just fucking say? I don't have any details on it, but somebody here, if they're married, is making some changes. Why is the Hierophant here? King of Swords. King of Swords gets rid of this shit and leaves just the good. You're not sharing soul space with anybody. They've out, motherfucker, on that other relationship, and that only applies to those of you where it's another relationship. For the rest of you, for everybody, the main energy that's here is, yeah, the soul's on board. Is there, and this is my king of action, right? They're speaking truth, yes, but it's their truth. It's whatever they've written in the metaphorical script. All right. So this script is happening, and all of this is happening under the watchful eye of a goat with its feet on fire here. Why is the devil here? Jesus, there's always a devil. God. All right, let's go. Tell me, why'd you give me the devil, universe? I know why. I already know why, and I haven't shuffled yet. I don't remember what sign it was. It may have been Cancer, which are the all signs portion, the one that's definitely all signs because it's the theme energy of this connection cycle. I have that here. It's represented. Your soulmate cycle is represented by the Chariot. I have right here what I called in that reading, and it may not have been Cancer, it may have been, you guys would know better than me, but I called it Zugzwang, which is a German word that means being forced to take action, being forced to make a move. It's sometimes used in chess too. It's used in chess typically in a lose-lose situation where you're forced to make a move but you're at a disadvantage defensively. You know, it's lose-lose. Damned if I do and damned if I don't. That's the energy that's here. It's a bit of damned if I do and damned if I don't. And here it is, right here. Bottom of the deck, the Four of Cups crossing the devil. I didn't look at that while I was talking. I knew it. I feel that. You know, it's do or die. You gonna do Blondie or not? Because she looked bored and you look disinterested, she gonna walk away. Somebody here feels like they need to do this now. And if I need to do it now, I'm going to do it my way because I'm the fucking Burger King. And I'm going to go ahead and come up with something that I think I can pull off. Okay, but there's a do or die energy here, and devil energy always creates that. It always does. There's nothing. The lesson in life is temperance. Temperance. Be the great blue heron who will sit on that rock for hours and wait for that fish to come. He's in no hurry. He knows he's going to get that fish. Urgency and things like that is devil energy. You see it play out in the 3D when a salesman tries to give you urgency. Well, let me go home and think about it. Well, I got somebody coming in at 2 o'clock to look at it. That's complete bullshit 99% of the time. It's fucking bullshit. It's just to get you. They know that when you leave the lot, they're more likely to not get the sale. You're likely to change your mind and things like that. That's all. That's devil energy. It's a trick. Right? Okay. What's on top? Look at this. I said it's a trick, and I didn't know that was there. It's a fucking magician. God, tarot blows my mind sometimes the way these cards actually work as mediums. That's unreal. I felt that. It's a trick. They're being tricked by the energy around them into thinking that this is over and I need to do something right now, which is why they're scrambling to do it the only way they're comfortable to do it, which is to create some kind of script and say just the things that they want to say. It's because of their hang-ups. We'll pull on their hang-ups in the extended, right? Abandonment issues, whatever the fuck it is. I don't know. It could be 1,000 different things with these runners. Why is the magician here? High priestess, yeah. The energies around them, the hidden energies around them are creating a trick. There's something that's, again, there's things they're holding back because of their hang-ups, but also the urgency here is a trick. All right, so yeah, they let them feel the urgency. It's the salesman's trick. Someone told them someone else was coming to look at you, so they don't have time to. So you can go home if you want, but you won't have the Empress if you come back. You know, kind of oh well, I better do something. You know, okay. It really is. It's funny. It's funny, but their own hang-ups are getting in the way a little bit. Okay, justice. They seem to think here. I can tell you from this energy, the final outcome. This is your reading. So the final outcome for you is in the case here. Is the black cat and the white cat having a conversation? Whichever one you want to be. I don't care. You know, knock yourself out. But either way, you end up with something. You learn something here. Okay? There's a very strong probability of communication. I won't lie. That came up in all the August readings too. But I can't predict free will. Okay? These runners, a percentage of them are still just going to chicken out on this or at the last minute run home. It happens in these situations. It'll happen in the play situation with the actor I gave earlier. There's plenty of actors that bow out of too afraid to get in front of a crowd and go running home 5 minutes before they're supposed to go on. That's why they have an understudy. Someone else that knows the role as a backup. It is what it is. Justice. What's the final on this? So make sure you have an understudy, right? Keep yourself open to new opportunities. Don't be waiting on a runner. But he's certainly got one coming with a script, no doubt about it. 3 wands crossing it. Yep. He going in that water. He going in that water. I'm telling you right now, he's going in that water. There's no doubt about it. Oh, man. There's a lot of sadness under here. There's the 5 of Cups, frustration about doing nothing. There's frustration and regret because they never did anything here. They never told you how they feel. But the problem is they're just telling you enough here. All right? Enough that makes them feel comfortable. What's on top? Yep, there's my page. There's my little explorer page. The one who would dig the underground fort. This little fucker. All right, right there. The Page of Wands. Same card that's here. Yeah. Yep, they're coming. With the exuberance of a little boy digging an underground fort with his friends. Right? You're, in that analogy, you're my dad. All of you. Coming out going, what the fuck is this? What are you doing? You guys are going to die in there. Right? That kind of thing. But, you know, there's a disappointment here when somebody learns that they can't just script life. You can't just say what you're comfortable saying. You got to say what needs saying, right? And that's, I think, what you're going to demand. You're not showing up here at all. It's just them. You know, I've already talked about you in the beginning here. I talk about you have a big stick. Everybody does. But they have one too. So it might result in a bit of an argument. We'll pull on you at the beginning of the extended like I always do, just to get some contrast, and we'll see how Mercury and Virgo affects you specifically, and then we'll move back onto this devil here, and we'll try to read their script. That'll be fun. We'll also do a pyramid and a timeline. Why is the Page of Wands here? Yeah, strength. Look at that. I talked about strength at the beginning of this. I said strength's been coming up. I talked about confidence. Walk confidently. Speak confidently and carry a big stick. That's this energy. There it is right there. There's your big stick, right? And there's your confidence. Oh, that's a fucking mic drop right there. Come on. Why am I your second favorite energy breed? What the fuck? Nobody does that. I even called the magician out before it came out. Come on. I tell you. You're probably mad at me because I didn't make the goat noise when I pulled. I'm sorry. All right? I don't know if I have a goat noise in me today. I don't always make it. Yeah, somebody's showing up here. Why? Because this energy's giving them the confidence to do it. But what's giving them the confidence to do it is the script. And that's where you might hit them with your big stick. Right? All right. Let's pull 3 more cards from the universe. That's fucking incredible. It is right there. There it is. Okay. All right. Give me 3 cards and a crossing card from the bottom. I love tarot. It never ceases to amaze me. Well, I tell you. Best advice I ever got when I was a kid, 10, 11 years old, I got the advice to use tarot cards to translate the energy because I didn't have any life experience to understand the feelings I was picking up off everybody, right? And as soon as I started using the cards, I got it. I got how they could be a medium. It's just terrific. And they're just instant answers. It's unreal. All right. Let's go. All right. Let's see. I can't believe that. That's wild. Okay, here we go. 3 cards. What else you want to tell everybody? What do you want to tell the viewer about, aside from this shit? You know, don't give me no repeat message. Don't fucking. The Knight of Pentacles, the King of Swords, there's your Emperor DM, and here's your Page of Wands come back. We can't get rid of it. 3 Page of Wands here. Yeah, somebody is communicating. Here's your King of Swords. It ties to this King of Swords over here in the soul. Somebody is free and clear to come towards you, is what the universe is saying. There's a little more information than what I talked about over here. We'll see what's going on with that on their side. We'll do a fly on the wall in the extended. The universe just wants to say this. Somebody's free and clear to come towards you. Okay? It's just a matter of time before they show up. They're just holding at the edge, right? Writing the script, if you will. But somebody has cut something out. They're ready for some new adventures. There's no doubt about that. And look at that. I accidentally called this a Page of Pentacles earlier. I Freudian slipped it. The whole time the Page of Pentacles was underneath it. I did not know that. Man, I got to do another mic drop. I'm sorry. There you go. Boom. Card drop. Unfucking real. Yeah. Somebody here a little nervous about coming towards you because they got their script down. That's why they're scripting it, and the Page of Pentacles does that. The Page of Pentacles draws a script. These two cards together are my friends and I building that fort underground. We drew up a script first. We drew up a plan, right? And then we went to work, right? Yeah, somebody's free and clear to come towards you. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to mean they're married or single or anything like that. It could be they're emotionally free and clear. There's some sort of urgency that's created here, which is why somebody's putting together a plan. We'll call it a plan, but it is technically a script type. Feels more like a script to me. All right? That's nice. So let's go pull some wicked voodoo and an extended. We'll pull on the devil. We'll pull on their script. We'll see what's going on their side. We'll see what the energy means to you. And we'll do a pyramid reading, which is a supercharged reading of this, and a timeline. And we'll see how it plays out. All right? That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. All right, if you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. All right, good luck.